So today we're talking about Jesus' baptism. And this is so rich because what it is Jesus is interrupting the cycle. And throughout the Old Testament, there's an attempt to break back into the Garden of Eden, essentially, to restore what we had then. Because what we had then was this perfect balance of obedience and community. The community was rooted in obedience and Adam and Eve obeying God, not to eat of the one tree. And when they broke that obedience, when they broke that commandment, then they didn't trust each other, and they didn't trust God. And they were thrown out of the garden. And there was a giant flaming sword put in the way so they couldn't get back in. And there's all these attempts in the Old Testament to restructure life, to basically sneak back in around the flaming sword, around the cherubim guarding the way. But they don't work because we settle, because we sin, we fall short. And then Jesus comes and interrupts that because he holds together obedience and community. And that's what baptism is. He's perfectly obedient to God. That's why he's baptized. And because of that, he is then restoring community. He's bringing people back together in him, into this covenant of grace, rooted in his obedience. And so therefore we are included in that. And so how do we think of ourselves in our baptisms as being joined together in a community of obedience and in community, in grace? And we're obedient now not because we have to be, but because we choose to be, because we see the way we've been loved in Christ. And so may our lives then give evidence of our baptisms, of that community, of the selfless service that we are served. May we be obedient to Christ out of joy for what he has done in reconciling the law and the gospel.